All right, let's talk about the Philadelphia Eagles corners going up against the Chiefs receivers. I think this could be an interesting matchup because I've already talked about in previous videos how the Chiefs don't love to have these obvious passing situations if they can avoid it. They don't like to just send their receivers one-on-one down the field and hope that they can win. But ultimately, it is football, and no matter how much you try and avoid that, those situations will arise. What do I think will happen when those situations happen? Well, let's get into it. Now, first, let's start off with a play like what you see on your screen. This is going to be a 3rd down and 6 situation against the Rams. You see the Eagles are in cover 2 man. The Eagles like to play zone coverage a lot, but they will play man on certain situations like this one. You see that Stafford's going to take the snap, looks down the field, and which option should he throw to? The answer is none of the above. Nothing is open. This is really good coverage, and this is what Philadelphia is capable of. They're one of the best coverage units in the league, if not the best coverage unit in the league. Now, there is an X factor, which I do want to talk about, and again, I'm trying to simply talk about obvious passing situations, but obviously you can't just talk about one thing in football because everything, goes together. Like, watch how on this play, you're going to see Matthew Stafford just rushes, and he actually didn't quite pick up the first down, but he was very close, and they were able to pick it up on the next play. So, if Matthew Stafford can run in those situations, certainly Patrick Mahomes can run in those situations. The defensive line will have to make sure they don't let Mahomes outside the pocket, or maybe you spy him, but nonetheless. But this is really what we're talking about, right? One-on-ones down the field. This is going to be Darius Slay going up one-on-one against, if you remember, the best receiver for the Packers, or at least the best downfield receiver, Christian Watson, got injured. So now they're throwing to Romeo Doubs down the field against Darius Slay. Maybe not the best matchup here. And you'll see why. When Jordan Love takes the snap, he's going to look in this direction, fires in this direction, throwing up a jump ball to Darius Slay and to his receiver. But here, watch this great play from Darius Slay. And we've seen Mahomes a couple times this playoffs kind of give his receiver a chance. That could go very wrong if you try Darius Slay in the wrong moment. He's called big play Slay. He's not called medium play Slay, right? He can make big plays for the defense. So that's certainly an issue that you have to worry about if you're a Chiefs fan. It doesn't mean you can't win down the field against the Eagles. We have seen it happen. This play, for example, this is once again going to be Romeo Doubs. He's actually going up against a safety on this play. He's going up against Reed Blankenship. Again, this is something the Eagles will do on occasion. They don't blitz a ton, but they are blitzing on this play. So, okay, you have a one-on-one matchup. Watch as Jordan Love takes the snap, and you're going to see on this play. Also, sorry, I keep calling him Romeo Doubs. Dontavian Wicks, number 13. My bad. Got the numbers wrong. I didn't even get the numbers wrong. I just misremembered which number was which. But anyway, you're going to see down the field, Wicks is he open? Not incredibly open. The Eagles cover well, and even if it's their safeties, they cover well. They don't give up a ton of space. So what do you have to do? Well, it might come down to just a receiver making a play, like what's going to happen here. Watch as Wicks is going to make the grab, and he has to feel thrilled about how I mistook his name earlier when he didn't make the play, and then now I'm giving him proper credit when he did make the play. But he made a really nice play, right? Okay, that's something can happen if you want to beat the Eagles. You have to have a receiver make a play. The question is, can the Chiefs do that? Do they have someone who can make a play? And the answer is, okay, throughout the course of the season, not really. However, late in the year, we have seen the emergence of one player in particular. They tried some downfield threats. They tried someone like DeAndre Hopkins. They've even tried, Justin Watson and Marquise Brown and Travis Kelce. But really, the one guy who I would say has stepped up and actually been a legit downfield threat in one-on-one matchups has been Xavier Worthy. That's the guy you see on this route, and watch what he's going to do. Mahomes is going to take the snap. He looks in Worthy's direction, fires in Worthy's direction, and as of right here, this is good defense. So, again, the Eagles defend really well. I didn't want to just show a play where there was bad defense because, we know the Chiefs can be bad defense. Can they beat good defense? Well, this is good defense, but here Worthy makes a play. He made that one against the Bills, which everyone kind of wondered, should it have been a catch or not? I kind of think it should have been a catch, to be honest, but people disagreed about that, and that's fine. But nonetheless, he's making plays, right? He's making these things happen late in the season, and can he do that against who I would assume would be covering him, which would not be Darius Slay, but Quinyon Mitchell, who's been very good this year, although there is an issue there. This is that issue. So it's going to be zone coverage. Again, this is what the Eagles are going to do a decent amount, especially if they get a 3rd and 13 like what they have right here. You have a receiver running a deep shot on this play. So, okay, maybe throw it down the field. It's once again Dontavian Wicks who's running this route. I swear, getting the numbers right this time, going up one-on-one against Quinyon Mitchell in quarters coverage. Well, when Jordan Love takes a snap, he looks in that direction. Quinyon Mitchell's going to get turned around right here. He's not playing the ball, and he is making contact with the receiver. Let's just say the elephant in the room. You can't make too much contact against the Kansas City Chiefs. Whether you want to say fair or unfair, I don't know. But is it NFL rigged, or are they just good at manipulating the refs to get the calls? I think kind of more of the latter. But nonetheless, they can get penalties called on you, right? That's what can happen. You see on this play, Quinyon Mitchell not playing the ball. This one falls incomplete, but due to that contact, a ref does throw a flag on this play. So, something you have to pay attention to. Quinyon Mitchell has had some penalties. He had 6 penalties this year. Nothing crazy, but he will make contact on occasion. He will. As a whole, I think I still like him to defend well, but can Worthy make some plays? I don't think it's impossible. But then this is really what the Chiefs are going to want to do, which is this is a zone coverage play. You see they have a player who's just going to try and get into that little gap underneath where Slay is covering. Watch. Love takes a snap. It's a 3rd down and 3. They're able to make this quick throw, and they're able to make that completion. That's all the Chiefs want to do, right? They're not really going to try and push the ball down the field too much. That's not their game. They work underneath. So, again, the whole point of this video is, can they win down the field on those times when they need to? But more often than not, they're going to just take what the defense gives them. And so for the Eagles, you have to get them out of the rhythm in other ways. But as a whole, I think I still like Philadelphia in these big spots. As for my predictions page, my running tally that I've been going with heading up to the Super Bowl, I give each, at the end of this video, I give each team or a team 1 to 5 points, depending on how strong I feel about how the video goes. I think I'm going to give a +2 to the Eagles. Nothing crazy in their favor, but also, it is still in their favor, in my opinion. I do think that they cover really well, and I think the Chiefs, it's just not their game. And while I do think Worthy stepping up and being good at this is a nice benefit, and let's just be honest, you got Patrick Mahomes, that's going to help. At the end of the day, I still think this overall favors Philadelphia by a pretty decent margin. Nothing crazy, but by a decent margin. So, yeah, those are my thoughts on all of this. What are yours? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Always love hearing from ya. And of course, as always, thanks for watching.